What's up everyone, and welcome to Street Fighter Cross Mega Man! Looking at these title screen, you might be wondering, what's the Street Fighter Cross Mega Man? Well, if you haven't heard of this game yet, it actually just came out today, but ever since I heard of it about a few weeks ago, I believe, it was announced, the trailer and whatnot, I have been so excited to play this game because I am a huge fan of Mega Man. Both the originals, Mega Man X, not really a lot of the new ones, but I pretty much grew up with Mega Man X, then I played the older ones like more recently, and I've really just always been pretty much in love with the Mega Man series, and I really like it overall, and so I am really excited to see that this game actually came out. And what this is, you might be wondering. Well, let's go ahead and press the start button here, and you'll see that rather than being a fighting game just with Mega Man in it and Street Fighter characters, it is actually a Mega Man game with the Street Fighter characters taking the form of the Robot Masters. Well, they're not really Robot Masters, but, you know, they're just the bosses of this game, basically. Rather than them being Robot Masters, we've got Street Fighter characters from all over the Street Fighter franchise. We have Ryu, Rolento, Dalsim, Urien, I don't know, Blanca, Chun-Li, Viper, and Rose. And we get to take them all on in a Mega Man style. This is a completely new Mega Man game, so new levels, obviously the new bosses, which here are the Street Fighter characters. So, just like any other Mega Man game, you'll be wondering, where do we start off in this game? I actually didn't sleep last night, so I got to play a lot of it, like, as soon as it came out. And so I've kind of, you know, played through each of the levels, and I've kind of figured which are the easiest ones to take out. And I would say it would be either Blanca or Chun-Li. Now, I actually watched a stream by the developers of this game, or some sort of Capcom people that are very much involved with the creation of this game, and they actually said that Chun-Li stage is actually meant to be sort of the intro stage for people that aren't, you know, hardcore Mega Man people and are just sort of starting off. This is supposed to be the easiest level, and I would kind of have to agree. So, that is why today we're going with Chun-Li as the first level here. Mega Man versus Chun-Li! Oh, remixing the music on me here. So yeah, you might notice, obviously it's got the style of the old Mega Man NES games. I think it takes mostly after Mega Man 4, from what I heard, but I'm really not sure because I've only really, I think I played 1, 2, and then I never played 3 or 4. I played the one that had like the really weird art style, I think it was 7 and 8, and I actually really enjoyed those, even though people say that they're really bad. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed them. Maybe you can hate me for that, I don't really know, but this obviously takes after, you know, the art style of the older ones, and then the more newly released Mega Man 9 and 10, so I don't know, I really like that. And you may hear the music, actually, is sort of a crossover between Mega Man and Street Fighter music. I can't really say which ones they are because I don't really remember the old Mega Man game music that well, and I honestly don't play Street Fighter a lot, but I do play it enough to recognize most of the characters in this game and, you know, be able to recognize who they are pretty much, so I don't know, I've just never been a huge fan of fighting games, but I have been a huge fan of Mega Man, so it's really cool to actually see this whole project actually even happen, so. Talking a little bit about Chun-Li stage here, there's actually gonna be a secret starting off right off the bat here, but we first of all gotta take out this little enemy, which he's sort of in a very bad spot to fight right now, but we will find some that aren't in such a bad spot later on, so hopefully we can talk about them then. But you're gonna want to try to jump across this little platform here, and there we go, I finally made it. I literally couldn't make that. I tried it about 5 times and I couldn't make it, but finally we do. And you're gonna get yourself an E-Tank for that. So, here's the enemy actually, we actually get to talk about him now because he's not, you know, in a little clustered area now, but basically he will always teleport and appear above you, so basically, you charge up your shot and then dash out of the way or slide or whatever the proper name for this is, you can basically take him out pretty easily. So there we go, we get ourselves some nice health, and we got that E-Tank finally. I've literally been trying this level about 5 times now and I failed to get that E-Tank for some reason. I guess they just placed it in an area that's kind of like tough to get, but I don't know, I guess it's just because those little cart enemies are always running after you, and so it makes it kind of hard to actually jump the platform without, you know, falling off the edge basically. So let's try to avoid all this fire from these like weird lamp things. I don't know what they are, but hey, they're sort of lampish looking things and they shoot energy balls at you. And in case you didn't know that, but hey, it kind of just self-explained itself. That is health. A big ball of yellowness. That is that is your health in this game, and that's how you get more. And these enemies that keep scrolling across the screen actually make this really annoying because you kind of have to multitask, and I died, which kind of sucks. I don't know why, but I kind of felt the impulse to fight that enemy, even though we can just go ahead and skip on over him and go over here, which is actually already the boss. But I just kind of felt like fighting him, and so I died. So now we have 0 lives, actually, to take on Chun-Li. But I actually believe she is the easiest boss, so hopefully we can actually take her on. Now, she's going to have a couple of different attacks, which are actually from all across the Street Fighter franchise, as far as I know. She uses attacks from, like, a bunch of different games, but, you know, they're mainly ones that you might be able to recognize, like the fact that she always uses her super kicks, because that's all Chun-Li's about. She's about the kicking and using her big-ass thighs to kick you in the face. But you may notice there is something other than her health bar, which is unusual to Mega Man, and that is the Supercharger, which is what she just used there. She just used her super attacks. So, much like the Street Fighter games, which are fighting games obviously, but they have super attacks. Well, they actually brought these super attacks here into Mega Man by putting a separate little meter that actually measures her superpower. So let's see if we can actually avoid her for a second more, and there we go. That was actually pretty close. I didn't think I would make it, but hey, we did, and so we defeat our first boss in this game, Chun-Li. Nice little Capcom building in the background, I just kind of noticed, but it only says Cap. We can only assume it says Capcom, though. But let's see what we get from Chun-Li from defeating the wonderful mistress of kicking. We get the... Hey, it's Dan! Oh man, Dan the training guy. Oh, but we get Lightning Kick, basically. And this is actually pretty cool, because Dan shows you off what the move that you get is like. So that's pretty cool, you get to see the move before you actually use it. But that is going to be it for this first episode. I will be dividing each episode into, you know, its own little stage/boss. They might be a little bit shorter episodes, but I believe that that's the best way to sort of organize it. So let me know what you think of this game so far, and also how many should I upload, because I can upload as many as I would like, really, because this doesn't really take that long to beat. So I don't know, I was thinking maybe I could just upload all the Robot Masters today, and then some other day just wrap up the rest of the game. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, and I will see you all in the next one.